Hello and welcome. I'm Shauna, I'm passionate about pages, and today I have the cutest little set of cards to share with you. These are all using the March 2024 stamp of the month, which is called Just Chicken In. Isn't that cute? Just chicken in. I'm going to use that sentiment on today's card. There's all sorts of little chickies here, beautiful daffodils, and an Easter sentiment, a spring sentiment. And I love that these are outline images, and I'm going to show you a little cheats way of colouring them that only takes moments and you don't need any real skills. Okay, you will find that in the latest catalogue over here, and there's two gorgeous images of cards here that you could try as well. Alrighty, this layout of the card comes from pattern 26 in Make It From Your Heart volume 6, and I used this as my inspiration, but because my image was fairly large, I've cut that panel in white and I haven't layered another image over the top of it. The first thing we need to do is just get the card assembled. It's always important when you're folding your card, the score line that dips in is actually the outside of the card, okay? If you fold it the other way, the fibers are already stretched, and sometimes you can end up with like a torn edge on here, okay? The panel is just centered on there. I am using the just gorgeous mix-in paper pack from the March-April catalogue. Like, look at those colors. So Periwinkle, Honey Butter and Sage are a match made in heaven, in my opinion, and they work together so well. There's different patterns on each side of the paper, so I could have used this side, but I think with the little chickies that these little suns are ideal. Okay, now mine is going to be a landscape card, okay, and I just need to decide whether I want this on this side or this side. I think I'm going for this side. And you see I could use the hearts on here, but I'm just going with the gingham today. I do like using liquid glue on my cards because they can often get bent and stuff as they're being opened and closed, and this holds. I'm going to try and keep those suns so that you can see their suns. Line that up. And then this one will overlap. I am going to be putting my sentiment on one of these today. Okay, so this comes pre-cut. Oh, these are made of sage cardstock. You can get them in different colors, and they are just called word strips. They are ideal for card making or scrapbooking, where you just want to stamp a sentiment or write down a name or something on there, and this will just go together really nicely. Now to the colouring. I'm using tri-blend markers today. You could use any kind of markers that you have, because you really only need one colour. You'll see on these stamps that they have these little lines to represent the chicken's feathers on the body, and then they have some little lines going around the outside of the chicken. And so all I'm doing is just roughly, you can see I'm not taking my time about this, just very roughly going over those feather lines, and then I'm just pouncing as I go around the chicken. And that gives, rather than a solid line, it gives that uneven look that the stamp already had. Okay, so you'll just continue on until you've finished all of that colour. I could, if I wanted to, I could colour each chicken a different shade of yellow or make some of them little brown ones. But I just like the really pop of yellow that comes when they're all the same, because it makes me happy. And this one is going to be sent to someone that just needs a little bit of cheering up at the moment. And that's why I'm using the just chicken in. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you. You see there? Super easy. Now I'm going to swap to a coral colour and colour their legs. I won't make you watch all of this. And I'll finish off their beaks. Be sure to watch to the end of this video, because I have a collection of cards made in the same way to show you, all from that one stamp set. We just want a little bit of shading on the bottom of these chicks so that they're not kind of just sitting there. So I've got a pale grey blender and very randomly doing some squiggly lines underneath their feet, and some of them, you know, might have a little bit more. Okay, I'm never professed to be like a proper colorist. It's pretty, you know, what you see is what you get with me. Now this is going onto that yellow sun background, so I'm going to use honey butter and a blending brush to blend around the edge of this, so that it will bring just a little bit of transition, so it's not a hard white line between this element and the background of the card. See the difference? It just softens it so much. I love it. Okay, if you're enjoying this video, I would be eternally grateful if you would like it, or leave a comment, or even subscribe to my channel. Your support brings me great joy and keeps me wanting to make more for you. I'm going to pop this up on foam, glue this one down, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to add a sentiment. As I said earlier, I'm doing just chicken in. Got my intense black ink. Just better make sure I'm straight. And there you are. I didn't have to get any thin cuts out or, you know, do any measuring and stuff to make that. Super, super easy. All right, I'm just going to finish putting this together and show you what it looks like. So here we are. I'm just going to add some cute little hearts to cover the hole. I had thought about trimming down that gingham and threading it through the hole, but I think this is pretty cute. Gorgeous. Now, if you want to decorate the envelope, all you need to do is take your blending brush and go around the sides. I try not to decorate the front of my envelopes because it can interfere with Australia Post's machines that read the addresses. And then I'm going to use a different little chicken on the back. And there you have it. All right, now I promised you a few more, so let me just show you the other 5 I've made. Alrighty, so here we have them. Both of these were made in the landscape version, and just changing up where that little strip is, how much of this 4-inch, you know, strip was showing creates a difference, as does the colors that you've used. This sentiment, Choose to Shine, comes from this one. This stamp set, Remember This Moment, was in the January-February catalogue, and there's a very similar one in the March-April catalogue. They are perfectly sized for these little tags that I'm using, so that's those two. Then I've got ones where that's just a standalone chick. Here's the one just hatched out of its egg. This one I've made a portrait, and this time I used a little sentiment that said, good things take time. I thought, yeah, a little chicken pecking out of the egg takes a little while, and this is going to someone in my team that's trying to build their business. And I used the different little chick on the envelope for that one. Here's another portrait one, this time using the little chick all by itself. This is an Easter card. 3 little dots, finish this off here, just going large, medium, small. And this time I used the mother hen with her chicks on the envelope because this is going to my family, and my granddaughter is obsessed with chickens, obsessed with them. And then on the stamp set there is this gorgeous daffodil, and so I've done 2 portrait cards with this one. Now the colouring technique is slightly different for this in that it's not it's not small lines, but all I did was I used a tri-blend marker. Which one did I use? Gold yellow blend. I used the medium to go over the lines in the middle of the petals, and then the lightest shade to go around the outside of each petal. And so then you can see there's lots of white showing through, a coral to go in the centers. And on the leaves I used light green blend, and really just went around the outsides of the leaves, and so some of them have a bit of white showing, and then the narrower leaves are fully coloured. Used a couple of little yellow dots on there. That's another one of those sentiments off that stamp set. And then this is the last one. Changed it up a little bit, put rather than having that piece going in the opposite direction to the main panel, ran it in a line and then put some shading on there. So aren't they cute? I think they would make a great, like if you make cards to give to people, like, you know, to gift a gift set of cards for people, this could be a really nice coordinated gift set for you to give. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll be back really soon with more goodness.